Excited to be on this webinar with you today. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes for everybody to get situated, and we're going to get it started. I am super excited about what's going on in Secret today. We just got back, drove a few long hours from Oregon State. I'm excited to be in the state of California today. Sorry, I'm adjusting my seat and everything. And it was a long trip, but you know, I love road trips because that gives me a chance to call people, to make my follow-ups, to schedule my appointments, to invite people to mud parties, and promote for our big events that are happening in just 60 days. We have an Ignite convention coming up. So I'm gonna start with that. And the Ignite convention is September. Now, turn to the leader that invited you on that mud party webinar, send them a text message, give the exact dates. I believe it's September 13th. But also, I know that we have a bunch of teams that are logging into this webinar today. So I'm excited, and hi to all of you guys. I know you're from all over the States, and we have pockets in the States where we have 15, 20 people that are logging in this webinar and listening to it. So I can't wait to see you all at the Ignite convention, and to see pardon me, John Maxwell himself is going to be our keynote speaker. And as you know, some of you been to the seminars before where John Maxwell might have been the keynote speakers as well. And as you know, this convention, those conventions are usually don't cost about $100, $140. Those events are in thousands, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. So you are a lucky secret agent that is invited to this convention, and just by purchasing your entry fee, you can now get to that convention. Now, the other piece that I want to make sure to promote, I know we have some pieces of people that are organizing buses and vans that are coming to the conventions. Absolutely best idea ever to do that. And then the other piece that I want to make sure that everybody knows, that this convention, don't forget, it's not only for secret agents. You can actually invite guests to this convention as well. Imagine the impact that they're gonna have at those conventions when they come on them. So make sure to be at that convention, and I'll make sure that everybody is answered the questions and conference calls. Sorry about that. Yes, Stephen, it is on askthecalls.com. Yes. So, you guys, Ignite convention, you know, I also get a question of why do we need to go to the conventions? And, you know, the best way I can is describe it to you. First of all, for those of you that never been to the conventions before, you need to, it's kind of like a puzzle. You know, there's lots of small pieces, puzzles that you buy in the store. I bought them for my kids. And when you put the puzzle together, it's very hard to put the puzzle together if you don't see the entire picture of what you're putting together. So the conventions put a lot more clarity into your big picture, where you actually see what your future can potentially look like if you take advantage of this business, of this particular secret, and what we do here in Secret. The number two thing, for those of you who may be seasoned agents and you're not sure, or you're thinking, well, I've been to a couple conventions already, and I haven't really, I set a goal, but I'm maybe not any close to my goal, or if I'm halfway through, I don't know, should I go to this convention, or should I just save money and stay at home? And you know, for you guys, it would be such a mistake not to go to the convention, because every convention, if you imagine a big safe that has a lot of money in it, or a lot of gold, right? And this safe has a lock, and at that lock there's a number of numbers that you need to put on that lock to open this big safe of wealth for you. And so right now you found those two numbers. Well, however many conventions you've been, those represents those 2 or 3 numbers in a row that you put to unlock that safe. And now the next number is that next Ignite, that potentially can unlock the whole idea, the whole big pour of wealth and money for you and for your family, and you decide to miss it. And now this particular number, you throw every number that you had in the past, now you got to start all over again. So I would highly recommend to find the way, to figure out the way to get to Phoenix in September, And, you know, I promise you the weather is nice. It's always nice in September in Phoenix, so it won't be such a big stretch. So the next thing we're going to move on is our mud party training. Now this, you see my husband there passing in the background. He's with kids today. But but you guys, mud parties, why? First of all, why mud parties? At the time when we started in this business, the mud parties was the most time efficient, money efficient, and I would say talent efficient way to do the business, okay? Why is it money and time efficient? Because money, first of all, you're leveraging your time. You're saving a lot of money by, rather than driving to 5-6 appointments during the week, you're inviting same 5-6 people over to your home, and you spend an hour and a half time with them to do those presentations. Also, what I learned in the mud parties, it also creates kind of a social atmosphere where people, when they sit around the table, they look at each other. And some people that might have been skeptical, if you turn to them and say, oh my gosh, look at the difference on your face, they might not believe you. But if a person across the table that they don't know, but you both know at the same, they both know you, they look at each other and they say, oh my gosh, did you see your face? Did you see that the smiling fold is completely gone? Or did you see the wrinkle on your forehead is not even exist anymore? They believe in that. So it leverages your time. It creates a special social atmosphere. It also creates the flow of the parties from parties. And I'm going to mention how you book parties from parties in the particular part of the flip chart. And it also creates a momentum for your team. So this is why we do. And it also leverages your talent, because at the time when we started, and I know that probably 80% of people on this webinar probably are not skincare professionals. So you may know a little bit about skincare, but maybe not that much. And so for me, mud parties was really not showcase. It was the easiest, as the most. It made me look smart. All right. Here's what I mean by that. When I was coming to the mud parties and I was displaying the product, first of all, our product is beautiful. And then I was picking up the product, I was moving through the flip chart. And as I was reading through the pages of flip chart, at that time we didn't have the flip chart, we just had printed out pages. But as I was going through the flow of the flip chart, I was applying the product, and the product was doing all the heavy lifting for me. So I looked smart because I was reading the flip chart. I was being smart because I was applying the product, and the product was creating that result. So for me, mud parties is the only way to really build this business. I didn't mind to do 5 wows in 5 minutes, the sit downs, as long as every sit down for me lasted for about 15-20 minutes. I let them try the salt and nose scrub and maybe a hand cream and the body butter and maybe a buff a nail, and that would be it. And then I'd say, you know, the rest of it you really should see. I would love to come to your home and practice my presentation, because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing. And also give you a chance to see with your own eyes that this product produces results within 15 minutes. And I was blown away with this. And so I'd say, you know, I'm not a skincare professional, so would you be my model so I can get a picture of you, so I can tell people that I really took that picture and you are that person. And so most people, because I was upfront with them and I was telling the truth, they would give me the date and they would give me the time to do that mud party for them. So that's a little bit on the why we do mud parties. Now, where do we do mud parties? Where do you do them? You do them at home. I don't care how small your home is. I don't care how messy it is. One time I did a mud party at the, not even the bachelors, it was like a couple of college guys, right? And there was 3 of them in the 2-bedroom place. Don't ask me how they all fit in there. But I found a spot where they had a couch, and it wasn't even the table. It was like a round thing like this. And I put a piece of cardboard on the top, and I put a candle that had like a layer of dust. So I rinsed it off. I lit the candle, and I put my little mirrors on my paper plates and lined up the product. And when those guys arrived, they're like, man, it looks so nice. It looks clean. It actually looks very attractive. So, and as a result of them, 3 of them signed up. 1 signed up in the business and 2 became VIP customers. So home is the best way, the best place to do the mud party. Because why? Because it's easy, number 1. People much rather come to a home than any other place. And number 2, it's duplicatable. You know, it's everybody has a home of some sort, whether it's an apartment, it's a house. And I love doing parties in the smaller place, the better, because when you have 5 people showing up to a small place, it feels very busy, and it feels like something's going on, versus when you have a ginormous house and then 4 people showing up and it's still so much space and it echoes, right? So if you have an average size home, a small home, you know, if you're a parent like me, what I did is I taught my people to shove the toys on the side, put a little blanket over them as if it's supposed to be this way. And we just did, and that, frankly, people don't pay attention on that. So home is the best way to do. What time is the best way to have those mud parties? I would say best time to do it, obviously evenings are better, depending on the day you work, people that are, so obviously you can do a party in the morning or late afternoon. My favorite always was to book, obviously we were booking minimum of 1 to 2 parties per day. So we were cranking parties like crazy because we had a big goal to hit. But the best way to, at the time, if it's to recommend to follow your S4S system, to book 2 parties per week, I would book 1 on the weeknight and 1 on the weekend. Now, why is it important to do well for me? Is because if I'm calling somebody today, if I'm calling, let's say, Sean, and I say, Sean, I'd like to invite you to this, my launch of my business. It's a skincare company. We do in mud parties. It's so much fun. And she's like, mud parties? What do you do at those mud parties? I'm like, man, they have those mud masks. They're amazing. They're wiping out years off your face and wrinkles in 15 minutes. You really should come and see it. And usually when people say, oh my gosh, I have a friend of mine, can I bring my friend or my girlfriend? And the answer is, of course, yes. But I always say, you know what, don't bring more than 2 or 3, because I don't want it to do like go wild. I really want to make sure to spend some time so everybody has a chance to ask questions and try the product. And so I would book and I say, listen, I have 1 on Thursday night and 1 on Saturday. Which one can you make? And so Sean now is looking at the choice rather than at one time when it's, say, if it's on Saturday, she can say, well, I can't make it on Saturday. And suddenly we don't have a choice. So if Sean maybe said, okay, well, Thursday seems like will work best for me. What time is that? And I'd say 7 or whatever it is, so 7:30. And then if she says Saturday, you guys got the picture. Now, if Sean says, man, I really would like to make it to your party, but neither Thursday nor Saturday really works for me, I said, no worries, but you got to see this thing. It's amazing. I'll bring the party to you. I'm like a party planner now, man. Yeah, I want to see everybody to see this product. And so I said, what about next week? And I tell Sean, before you tell me, I think right now I have Tuesday open and Wednesday open. So which day works best for you? I never left it with the open answer or just, you know, pick a day or whatever, because people think that if you're not busy, if you're not moving with this thing, then it must not be working. So you want to create a flow, show them that you're busy and you're moving forward with this. So if Sean, let's say, says, no, Tuesday is not working for me and Wednesday is not working, I said, okay, what day works best for you? And then she may say Saturday next week. And I say, perfect. What time? And I book it. Now, a lot of people have a misconception when they say, okay, Sean booked a party on Saturday. Sean is just going to go crazy, call people and have 15 people for me there. Don't kid yourself. You, first of all, you got to teach Sean how to invite. Just now, just say, look, come on over, tell people that it's going to be mud party. We're going to play with mud. It's high-end skincare line. They don't have to join or buy, just come and experience the product. And it produces results within 15 minutes. So that's what somebody like Sean would say. Now, if it's my party, you already heard my invitation. Now, even if I book 2 parties, let's just say I booked a party on the Thursday and I booked a party on the Saturday, and let's say I already called 5 people and 5 people said they're gonna come. And let's say it's Tuesday like it is today. Now, does this mean I'm gonna stop calling and inviting people? No way. I'm gonna call people up until the very last moment. Because why? Because people are people. They don't show up sometimes. Life happens, right? The kids or dogs or pets or husbands or people getting sick, you name it. I learned a long time in network marketing is for every number of people you want to show, invite 3 times more people. So if I want 3 people at the party, guess how many of them I have to invite? Exactly, 10. Now, to get hold of 10, as you guys know, it doesn't mean that if you call 10 people, you're going to get hold of 10 people. So you got to call at twice as much amount of people so that they actually pick up the phone. It doesn't go in the voicemail. So knowing that, you can play your odds. If you have 2 parties scheduled every week and you want to have 3 people at each party, that's 6 people. So how many people we need to invite? That's right, 10 people to each, right? So 20. So how many people we need to call? 40. 40 people. Now we have 5 weeks in the, or if I mean 5 days in a week. So if I take 40 and divide by 5, you guys get the idea of how many people I need to call every day and invite. And that you can do on the way to work. You can do it at the break. You can do it during 10-minute break, if you're doing this business part-time, or you can call from the car on your way back from home. This is your money-making activity when you're calling people and inviting them to your mud parties. So I think I covered the why, where, and when. Let's move to the actual mud party. What do we do at the mud party? Well, there's several things that you guys need to know, and it's simple. The first one is preparation. The preparation is the key to everything. Guess what the number one thing you gotta have? Take a wild guess. We gotta have some product, right? Without the product, it's hard to do a mud party. I cannot take a brochure and reach out across the desk and rub a brochure on your face and say, hey, how does it feel? Do you see the results? You know, you got to have some products. So invest in your business, invest in yourself. Start where you can. Your sponsor, the person that brought you in the business or person that brought them in the business will probably give you a hand and they will help you with the products that you're missing. But you really want to start your business at a minimum with the premium package and higher. Why? Because the more variety you have, the better your sales, the more sales you're gonna make, the funner you time at the mud parties, because that package comes with the clarifying mud mask, it comes with a magnetic mud mask, it comes with a recover mask. Man, just in those 3 masks, you can cover the world. You can cover the world of ages, because people are gonna ask me all the time, who do you approach? What's your age category? I don't have the age category. My son is 18 and he's using the product. I have kids that are 10 and they're using the product. I have people that I did apply the recover on last week that were 78 and they're using the product. So which category? What's the age category? Everybody. I don't care. You guys know that some people are using our products on the newborns. Some people are spending a ton of money on secret products to use it for their pets. And you know, sometimes people take better care of their pets than they do of themselves. So it doesn't matter as long as you're doing demonstrations and inviting everybody. The key is to have the product, to have a minimum of a 550 pack or higher. That's number one. Number 2 is preparation-wise, you want to have applications. It's hard to sign people up without applications. I know we have some people that are saying, well, I can put them up on the computer right away. What if you have 10 people at the party and you have 1 computer? And they get tired of waiting and they say, well, I'm just going to call you and you can take my information over the phone. No. If you have a paper application, they can fill it out right away and you say, no worries, I'm going to enter it online today so your app and active and your package is on the way. So make sure to have applications, both VIP customer forms and secret agent application. Number 3, you want to have a skincare analysis form. Why is that important? Because when you people after mingling station where they experience all the skin, all the body products, they can go from the mingle station when they sit down at the actual mud party. Now they can experience, now they can write down the skincare analysis form. It's fabulous, you guys. Why is it so good? Is because it makes you look smart. Again, when I stand and I do demonstrations, half of the time I don't know what kind of mask they should be using, but the skincare analysis form gives you, once they fill it out and then they flip the page over and they pick whether they should be using foundation line, and then it tells them what kind of mask they should be using. It makes your life so much easy, and it produces results that we all need, that they're using the correct skincare for their skin type. So make sure you have your skincare analysis form. And again, did I say the product? You need the product, right? So that's in terms of what you need for the mud party. Now, at the private party yourself, it's kind of a 3-step, 2-step approach, right? So, well, 3rd one is in the middle of the party. So when you start your party, okay, when you guests walk in, no big food, no barbecue, no sausages, no ribs. This is a spa atmosphere, okay? No, because I've been to the parties where somebody actually did a party outside. next to the barbecue. So they had a family gathering. And so in the midst of salt and oil scrub and the smelling of the age-defy line and all this good stuff, we had a woof of the sausage and bratwurst. And that was the worst combination ever. So I know it's summertime. Just go through the party fast, and then you can enjoy all the festivities that has to do with the food and the alcohol. I'd stay away from the alcohol, number one, because it's distracting. People kind of get really into the party mode, and chances of you to actually have a serious conversation with them if they decide to participate in the business would be pretty slim. The other piece of it, what if you spill red wine, and God forbid you do it in somebody's home that you don't even know? Then it's forever. The party will be forever ruined, and their carpet is ruined, and that's all they're going to be talking about. So stay away from heavy food and the alcohol. When they walk in, have a little bit of fruits and veggies, have a spa water with a cucumber, and then have at your first mingle station, besides the salt and oil scrub, maybe right when they walk in, buff their nail. When they come to the table, you buff their nail. Then after the nail, you can do a salt and oil scrub. Then I offer them, would you like a hand cream or would you like a body butter? They say both. I said, all right, let's try hand cream here and the body butter on one arm and maybe body lotion on the other. And I say, you've got to try our foot cream. And then I take a little bit of foot cream and I put it on the elbows or maybe on the knees. Right now, as I said, it's summertime, so most people are wearing shorts. And then I let them try their loose sole, so they get smothered in the secret body products. Now, all of those will be sitting right on that mingle station for you. And then after this, you're going to move the party into the living room or wherever you have a dining room. Ideally, kitchen table is the best way to do it, best place to do it. Why? It has the best light. And guess what? Whenever you have a party, where do people usually congregate? That's right, in the kitchen. So you let them sit down, and like I said, while you're finishing up the rest of the people with their body products, the rest of them can sit at their stations and fill out their skincare analysis form. And then after this, you start the process. You go straight into the face where the flip chart describes the foundational and the green line, and you just read it off, and you start with cleansers, exfoliators, and go right into masks. Now, what I like too is, and you guys have it in the flip chart, just a little addition to it. When they have the masks on, is you remember, if you open up your flip chart, it talks about the host program. And I say, man, we love our host program. We like to give people free gifts when they come, when they host parties for us. So what I do is after I read the host program and I say, let's just say 5 of you here, one of you decided to have a party, right? And 5 of your friends became customers, became VIP customers. Well, if that, obviously most people become as agents, but let's just say, or you had a half of the people became customers and half of the people became agents. So for those of them that became customers, you immediately get $10 credit for every single person that you sign up as a customer. Now, if you become a customer today, that product credit doubles. And that applies to any sales that are happening at the party that comes from the VIP sales. So, and then I just simply explain the gradation of what the product credit yields to them. Now, I say, obviously, we want to know a little more about what you like today at the mud party. So I take little index cards, they're no bigger than this, and I pass them around, and I ask them to write a few things on those index cards. Number one, I ask them to write their name, their phone number. Now, the third thing, I asked them to write their favorite 2 body products so far. A lot of times you see kind of a puzzled face on them, and you want to remind them what it was. Maybe just say, remember that salt and oil scrub, remember that nail buffer, remember that hand cream? And they're like, oh, yeah, I remember that one. So you want them to write it down, and then just say, and also besides the 2 favorite body products, we also would like to know, what are your 2 favorite facial products? And they're gonna scribble as so far. Obviously, they sitting with their mask on. So they scribble down, and the last thing I say that I would like you to write is a host gift that I would like to bring to you absolutely free for just hosting a party. And the choices are, and you guys can make your own choice. My favorite choices are the Nail Care Collection, the Body Mud, 2 candles. When they burn and they become a scrub, one becomes a body scrub, one becomes a body oil, and then we have a trip back of the lotion, the hand cream, foot cream, and the body lotion. That set is actually on your back office as part of your host program, so you can purchase it and display it right there. So your guests will write down which one of those gifts they would like for free. Now, I know it's a little bit of an investment on your side, but guess what? If you have 5 people in your party that are writing those cards and they are saying, I would like to, and then the last thing that they write on the card is potential date or a week for their party. So now they know, you know their name, their phone number, you know what their favorite products are, you know what free gift they would like to receive for their mud party, and you also know the date, the rough date when they want to have a party. That is creating a lead generation form so that at the end of the party the next day, you can follow up and say, hey, I see that Salt and Oil Scrub was your favorite body product and the Recover Mask was your favorite facial product. Oh my goodness, let's go ahead and schedule your party. I think we absolutely will have no problem getting those 2 products for you for free. And by the way, your favorite host gift was a nail care collection. I have it right here with me, so I will bring it to you. So when would you like to book that party? And you book that party right from that card by calling them, following up on that. Now, the side note from that, for you guys that are agents, when you have the information on what were their favorite products, you guys, these cards will become valuable when the Black Friday comes, and you will have 50, 60 of those cards that you can call people and say, guess what, your favorite products are going on sale for 1 day out of the year. How many would you like to purchase, right? So these cards are immense gatherer of the information. So once I gather those cards, so again, they're sitting with their mud mask on, I have the cards, I do a little raffle for 3 people or maybe for 2, and I give them a little cuticle oil or a nail file. Nothing big, just a small little token of love, you know, and everybody loves free stuff. It doesn't matter if it's a file or a cuticle oil, it's free, right? So then I collect the cards, I set them aside, I go and explain, we finish the regimen, we explain the money part on how the compensation plan works, and then we offer them to become an agent or become a customer. And this is really simple. You simply ask them, we ask you to join our team, and I tell them few good reasons of why they should become an agent. Number 1, timing, timing, timing. Timing to businesses, allocation is to real estate. Right now, hands down, is the best time to become a secret agent with the double and triple bonuses that we have on the line. So I make sure to let them know about it. And I show them on the application that not only they get an extra 10% discount on the product, but they also have a privileged access, you guys are picking up the language that I'm saying, to this demonstration packages. Now, those packages are not mandatory, but it's hard to build this business without the products. So that's why they are priced in such a way that everybody can participate and start with something. And then the company allows us to upgrade as many times in the first month in the business. So I go through those packages. I always start with the big one, because big one, in all honesty, you guys, I priced it out. I am the mom of 4. Maybe I won't eat all the ketchup, but I still buy it in Costco, because for the same amount of money, I get more ketchup in Costco. So without big packages, you're getting a lot more for a lot less money. So I always make sure to let them know that not only they get a lot more product, they get coded as what's called a bronze agent. That means they get 50% more commission. They are getting also getting a check match when somebody on their team becomes a bronze agent or becomes it by purchasing this package. So it's hands down the best package ever that opens up a double fast start bonuses for them as well. And then I go down, I said then that we have the special agent pack. That is fantastic package. The only thing that's missing from that package is the product that the company unveiled in the last 6 months. That's why they should be buying the professional one. And then the one down from that is also a $550 pack, which is great to start with. And then the last one is the basic. And the basic is in the language where you can obviously use it for personal use and maybe do a few demonstrations. But then after that, I think it would be perfect to upgrade that package and move on from there. And then VIP program, VIP customer, it's so simple, you guys. Somebody can either become a VIP, become a customer, or save a bunch of money and become VIP customer today. And you guys already familiar, most of you familiar, the forms are so easy. Wow, we love our customers. Now the key thing is that you have those cards that these people filled out, regardless of whether they become an agent or a customer. You now can book parties from parties and create flows of the parties. So it's exciting. The last thing that I want to make sure you guys do is recruited mud parties as a recruiting tool. If let's say we go back to that party and you have 6 people at your party and 3 of them became agents and 3 of them became customers, then make sure when you book parties, if after they book a party and it's exactly same thing happened to them during their mud party and their friends and family members become agents or customers, guess what's happening to them? You recruit them with those parties. That's why make sure to follow up with these cards and make sure to follow up and book those parties. Let's see. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. I would love to. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting messages that we have somebody upgrading the package as we speak on Belinda Ulibari. Congratulations. I'm so excited. Somebody upgraded their package to a new professional package today. Congratulations, you guys. So exciting. You guys, Sean is on fire. Sean Price out of Oregon. I'm so proud of her. So back to our training topic here. Parties, 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 you guys. It's summertime. Summertime is all about skin. It's all about looking sexy. It's birthdays, it's graduations, it's weddings, it's back to school. You want to make sure to have as many parties scheduled to with the people that have teenagers, moms with teenagers, dads with teenagers, because they're gonna buy this product somewhere. Today we stayed with the friends of ours, and I saw already Clarisil, I saw Acne Solutions, and of course I gave her the product to substitute that one for a better thing. So now I'm gonna wrap up our training, and I know we have a few leaders that are streamlining it into the teams. I know we have a number of teams that are gathering on Tuesday. So your team leaders right now is gonna ask you to open your day planners and book your next few parties as part of your S4S system. Obviously today is Tuesday. If you don't have your 2 parties schedule as part of your S4S system, as you know, S4S stands for Secret for Success, where we book 2 parties every week with 3 people at each party, and we do it 4 consecutive weeks. So if you don't have those parties booked, your team leader right now is going to turn around and ask you to book those parties. And I think it's still 8:30 at least on the Pacific Coast, so we want to give you enough time, 30 minutes, to make phone calls to invite people to those parties. I know you guys are thinking it's too late. No, it's quite all right to call people at before 9 o'clock. Most of them are done with their dinner. Most of them are kind of just lost. So it's perfect time to call them and invite them to your mud party. So with that, I'm gonna wrap up our training. So excited of what's going on with Secret. And as you know, we have some replay of detailed mud party training on the askthecols.com. So make sure to go on the back of our website and look at the detailed training. It's about 55 minutes, but it goes through the whole flow of the party with the cards and everything else. So we love you guys. Appreciate you. See you next week at the same time at the same place.